Good afternoon. This is Jordan. This is my willing participant for today's test. For my two endurance tests, number one would be road running. And for a beginner athlete, I would start at 2 kilometers for 3 times a week. And we would increase by 1 kilometer every week until we get to 5 kilometers. Once we hit 5, I will then start timing and we will need to improve time. My one exercise with machines, as you can see behind me, would be a bicycle. And we would start off with 10 kilometers 3 times a week on the bike. I would then increase it by 2.5 kilometers every week until we reach 20 kilometers. And from there, I'll start increasing the incline as well as timing to improve the speed. For my two strength machine exercises, I'll be using the pec deck for the pectoral major and minor. You need to make sure your back is firmly against the back of the seat and make sure your arms do not go too far back. This is shoulder horizontal flexation, and the stabilizers would be the abdomen and upper back. Then I will be using the lat overarm pull down, and this is for the upper back, and you will have an over grasp grip of the pole and you will pull it down behind you, making sure that your thighs are firmly tucked in underneath the stabilizers. Over here I have Jordan demonstrating the barbell bench press. Okay, this is shoulder horizontal flexation, elbow extension, and scapula pronunciation. He needs to make sure that his back is straight on the bed, as well as his knees are bent, and we need to make sure for a natural pelvis, so no arching of the back as he does his repetitions. So let's see Jordan. Arms are shoulder width apart. All the way down to his chest and up, making sure the pelvis is natural and no arched back. Okay, over here I have Jordan demonstrating the lateral raises with dumbbells. This is shoulder abduction and it works the deltoids. When doing this, the abdominals must be contracted and he must avoid haunching, whereas the movements just come straight from the arms. Let's see Jordan. I would recommend 3 sets of 10 reps, and this should be done maybe once a week to twice a week for a beginner. Okay, now I have Jordan demonstrating one of the flexibility exercises, which would be the abductor stretch. So here his toes would be touching, his knees would both be bent, and we would try and get his head as close to his feet as possible. So we would get the head to move down, make sure that the back is properly rounded. Can you feel it?
Yep.
Okay, then from there, stand up please. I would then do the pectoral and bicep stretch. Arms out to the side, and I want you to go as far back as possible. When doing this, we need to make sure that the trunk is stable, the back is straight, and also the buttocks is in line with the shoulders. Develop speed. I'll be using Jordan here with the speed resistance belt. When we are doing the exercise, I've told Jordan he needs to keep his head up, the back straight, chest up, and his arms will be at a 90-degree along the side of his body. We are also using the ball of your foot, that's where the power comes from. So the ball of the foot is where he's going to be pushing the ground, and we're going to get the knees up nice and high. Okay, this is it. Okay, you ready? Ready. Remember, back straight, head up. Okay, let's go. Okay, one more time. Let's go straight on. Ready? Go. Okay, to develop good power, I've chosen the exercise clapping push-ups. That is doing a full push-up and on the way up, pushing yourself with excessive force so that you leave the ground that you can clap your hands. Jordan here is going to demonstrate it for us, and he's going to make sure that when landing after the clap, you have to land onto bent elbows. We're not going to do 2 straight in a row, so we can demonstrate the bent elbows landing. Okay, let's see Jordan. Down. You see where he lands? He lands on the bent elbows. That's to help the force.